that any initiation is actually a lower.
No, 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 no. Lower and higher doesn't mean hierarchy. In lower and higher refers to the path that is presented in that tantra. I can't tell you this is secret, this is not, but I can tell you which deity is and which deity is not. For general purposes, Tara, the normal form of Tara, not the Anuttara Yoga Tara. She has many forms. The normal form of Tara is general. The normal form of Avalokiteshvara, the 4-armed one and the 1,000-armed one, anyone can do. Anyone. Okay? The normal form of Vajrapani, the 2-armed one that you see, anyone can do. Lama Tsongkhapa, with and without initiation, you can do. Buddha Shakyamuni, with and without initiation, you can do. Zambala, with and without initiation, you can do. Manjushri, orange Manjushri, you can do. Black Manjushri, in extreme cases, you can do without initiation. White Manjushri, it would be better if you have initiation. White Tara, without initiation, you can do. Generally, the Dharma protectors, you can do without initiation. Generally. Such as Mahakala, 4-faced Mahakala, 6-armed Mahakala, Setra, Pendant Hummel, Vaishavana, White Mahakala. Generally, the Dharma protectors you can do without initiation. Okay? The general Saraswati you can do without initiation. The mantra is Saraswati Hrim Hrim. Okay, that one you can do. There are other forms of Saraswati you can't do without initiation. It would be better to have it. Maitreya you can do without initiation. Maitreya Mam Soha. Maitreya Mam M-U-M Soha you can do. Egazati you can do without initiation. I think that should pretty much cover it. If a highly evolved being is taking rebirth in a mother's womb, and the mother has this highly evolved being in their stomach, and for 9 months they feed the baby, they give it sustenance, they keep it warm, and they keep their bodies healthy for it, does that person collect merit? By virtue of the object or the person and his motivation or her motivation? Very good. Why not the person's motivation? I asked you a question, you answer correctly. That lady collects merit by virtue of the object or the motivation of the lady. You answered object, which is correct. Now I want to further clarify with you, why not the motivation? Very good. Excellent. So therefore, if you do Dharma, and you're living in your mother's house, you're living in your parents' house, and they feed you, they give you a salary, they take care of you, does it indirectly help them? It definitely does. You understand the logic behind that? It definitely does. So in fact, if we're living at home and we're doing Dharma practice, whether our parents knows it or not, or likes it or not, if we do it quietly and skillfully, it definitely benefits them. Definitely. If it benefits them, if you're in their stomach, a highly evolved being, even if we're not a highly evolved being, but we're trying to become one because the motivation is there, and we take things from them in a good way, it benefits them. If we're taking things from our parents and we don't do that and we break our commitments, we take an initiation, we got bodhisattva vows, we got tantric vows, we got refuge vows and we break it, it doesn't help our parents at all. That's why I say if we practice Dharma, we can help our parents if we love them enough. So if we love all sentient beings, we practice Dharma. If that one's too big for us, if we love our parents, we can practice Dharma. If that's still too big for us because we're too selfish, then if we love ourselves. If that still cannot, I don't know what to say anymore. So I give people many levels for them to buck up and practice the Dharma, because all those are valid. Sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot. Whether they're nice or they're elderly or not is besides the point. The point is there are some people whose karma is ripened. Their spiritual potential is ripened to receive it, some are not. Example, no matter how nice our pet dog is, how much we teach him the Dharma, he can't practice. Even our dog is the sweetest little dog in the world, he can't practice. So they're like a dog who doesn't have the faculties to understand the Dharma, they have the karma not to understand because of their environmental factor, their body. Then there are people also who don't have the environmental factors in their mind, in their body, in their current situation to comprehend the Dharma. For those people, there's nothing much we can do, sadly to say. If they outright reject, then that's a different story. If they don't outright reject or they're weak about rejection, if you practice and you change and you transform, you hang around them, there's a chance that they will do Dharma. If they see, you see, for people who are like that, they need an example to see. An example will transform their mind. Without an example, it's very, very difficult to say that the Buddha is good, this mantra is good. Why? They don't have any proof. So for people that we see that are around us and we want to bring them to the Dharma, we have to be the courageous one to practice the Dharma by transformation. Not necessarily reciting mantras or showing off, wearing pendants or having an altar or praying in front of them, but showing inner transformation. Because they'll think, hey, how come this person's like that, and now it's like that, so good on? Oh, this must be good. Then they'll be interested. And that's the best way. But sometimes, sad to say, even with that, it's hard.